Hello, everyone. I am so happy that you are here, and welcome to lesson number 171 of A Course in Miracles, which also happens to be day 1 of our 5th review together, covering the last 20 lessons. So, just as our 4th review, this review will last 10 days, and we will be reviewing 2 ideas per day, in which I will be expanding on those ideas and interpreting them as one. Today I will start by reading the review's introduction, and after I have read the first 2 ideas for the review, I will be summarizing and unifying those ideas in hopes that they will bring more insight for the purpose of the reviews. Having said that, let's get started on our 5th review together. Review number 5, Introduction. We now review again. This time we are ready to give more effort and more time to what we undertake. We recognize we are preparing for another phase of understanding. We would take this step completely that we may go on again more certain, more sincere, with faith upheld more surely. Our footsteps have not been unwavering, and doubts have made us walk uncertainly and slowly on the road this course sets forth. But now we hasten on, for we approach a greater certainty, a firmer purpose, and a surer goal. Steady our feet, our Father. Let our doubts be quiet and our holy minds be still, and speak to us. We have no words to give to you. We would but listen to your word and make it ours. Lead our practicing as does a father lead a little child along a way he does not understand. Yet does he follow, sure that he is safe because his father leads the way for him. So do we bring our practicing to you. And if we stumble, you will raise us up. If we forget the way, we count upon your sure remembering. We wander off, but you will not forget to call us back. Quicken our footsteps now, that we may walk more certainly and quickly unto you. And we accept the word you offer us to unify our practicing as we review the thoughts that you have given us. This is the thought which should precede the thoughts that we review. Each one but clarifies some aspect of this thought or helps it be more meaningful, more personal and true, and more descriptive of the holy self we are, that we share now and prepare to know again. God is but love, and therefore so am I. This self alone knows love. This self alone is perfectly consistent in its thoughts, knows its creator, understands itself, is perfect in its knowledge and its love, and never changes from its constant state of union with its Father and itself. And it is this that waits to meet us at the journey's ending. Every step we take brings us a little nearer. This review will shorten time immeasurably, if we keep in mind that this remains our goal, and as we practice it, is this to which we are approaching. Let us raise our hearts from dust to life, as we remember this is promised us, and that this course was sent to open up the path of light to us and teach us step by step how to return to the eternal self we thought we lost. I take the journey with you, for I share your doubts and fears a little while, that you may come to me who recognize the road by which all fears and doubts are overcome. We walk together. I must understand uncertainty and pain, although I know they have no meaning. Yet a Savior must remain with those he teaches, seeing what they see, but still retaining in his mind the way that led him out, and now will lead you out with him. God's Son is crucified until you walk along the road with me. My resurrection comes again each time I lead a brother safely to the place at which the journey ends and is for God. I am renewed each time a brother learns there is a way from misery and pain. I am reborn each time a brother's mind turns to the light in him and looks for me. I have forgotten no one. Help me now to lead you back to where the journey was begun, to make another choice with me. Release me as you practice once again the thoughts I brought to you from him who sees your bitter need and knows the answer God has given him. Together we review these thoughts. Together we devote our time and effort to them. And together we will teach them to our brothers. God would not have heaven incomplete. It waits for you as I do. I am incomplete without your part in me. And as I am made whole, we go together to our ancient home, prepared for us before time was, and kept unchanged by time, immaculate and safe, as it will be at last when time is done. Let this review be then your gift to me, for this alone I need, that you will hear the words I speak and give them to the world. You are my voice, my eyes, my feet, my hands through which I save the world. The self from which I call to you is but your own. To him we go together. Take your brother's hand, for this is not a way we walk alone. In him I walk with you, and you with me. Our Father wills his Son be one with him. What lives but must not then be one with you? Let this review become a time in which we share a new experience for you, yet one as old as time and older still. Hallowed your name, your glory undefiled forever, and your wholeness now complete as God established it. You are His Son, completing His extension in your own. We practice but an ancient truth we knew before illusion seemed to claim the world. And we remind the world that it is free of all illusions every time we say, God is but love, and therefore so am I. With this, we start each day of our review. With this, we start and end each period of practice time. And with this thought, we sleep, to waken once again with these same words upon our lips to greet another day. No thought that we review, but we surround with it and use the thoughts to hold it up before our minds and keep it clear in our remembrance throughout the day. And thus, when we have finished this review, we will have recognized the words we speak are true, yet are the words but aids, and to be used except at the beginning and the end of practice periods, but to recall the mind as needed to its purpose. We place faith in the experience that comes from practice, not the means we use. We wait for the experience and recognize that it is only here conviction lies. We use the words and try again to go beyond them to their meaning, which is far beyond their sound. The sound grows dim and disappears as we approach the source of meaning. It is here that we find rest. Okay, that is the end of the introduction for our 5th review. And I wanted to expand a moment and talk about what this review is about, and that is readiness. Readiness to receive the experience of oneness. But we are not getting ready because we are not one with love. We are one with love now. We are only getting ready to receive because we drifted into sleep for a little while, dreaming of I and time, and forgot to notice the ever emptiness of the Christ mind. And so, for this review period, we are encouraged to practice in order to remember, or better yet, to recognize the purity of the one that's looking through your eyes right now. And so, this review period is about putting what we have learned into practice by following the silence within, which goes unnoticed by the constant stories of the body-mind. We are going to practice to go beyond the stories, beyond the thoughts that seem to veil love's immaculate presence. This review period is meant as an opportunity to practice the uncluttering of the mind from all thoughts, so that the constant stillness of love can be noticed. Kind of like house cleaning before a guest arrives, so that there is more space for presence. Laying down the invisible foundation for God to take the final step and reveal itself. But not because God is not present now. God, love, is always present. It's just that our foggy minds prevents us from noticing its immaculate presence. And so this review would like to encourage you to give more time and more effort to practicing. And that's because at first it feels almost impossible to quiet the mind, even for a second. And it is very easy to give up or fall asleep. But if you are serious, the more you practice, the more you master the mind. And as a result, the more present you become during the waking state, which is what these lessons are ultimately preparing you for. That's the real foundation for awakening. Presence during the waking state. Being awake most of the time, if not the whole time. Although there is no time but now. And so I truly encourage you to practice more as you do the practices and acquire discipline, because these practices will shorten time immeasurably, because we are going straight to the source within, to the Christ mind, to the present now, where all the power lies. And so we are asked to start each day of our review with God is but love, and therefore so am I. Instructing us to start each day of our review with that affirmation, saying that with this we start and end each period of practice time, and with this thought we sleep to waken once again with these same words upon our lips to greet another day. No thought that we review, but we surround with it and use the thoughts to hold it up before our minds and keep it clear in our remembrance throughout the day. And thus, when we have finished this review, we will have recognized the words we speak our true. And before we get started on lesson number 171, I wanted to reiterate what this review says about the words being used during these practices as being only pointers, and that we must go beyond the words' meaning and their sound to the silence within when it reads, "Yet are the words but aids, and to be used except at the beginning and the end of practice periods, but to recall the mind as needed to its purpose. We place faith in the experience that comes from practice, not the means we use. We wait for the experience and recognize that it is only here conviction lies. We use the words and try again to go beyond them to their meaning, which is far beyond their sound. The sound grows dim and disappears as we approach the source of meaning. It is here that we find rest. Okay, with having said that, let's get started with lesson number 171. God is but love, and therefore so am I. Number 151. All things are echoes of the voice for God. God is but love, and therefore so am I. Number 152. The power of decision is my own. God is but love, and therefore so am I. And to summarize, these two ideas are reminding us that everything and everyone, without conditions or exceptions, are one with eternal love now. Eternal love being the only mind and life appearing as all appearances. Eternal love being the immaculate mind that seems to be veiled by our foggy thoughts. Today's ideas are reminders that we have been mistaken when we identified ourselves as the body and thought that love could be absent and separate from us. That we were mistaken when we thought we were unworthy sinners, assuring us that we were mistaken when we judged ourselves, our brothers, and our sisters as something other than eternal love. That we were dreaming the dream of separation and time, but that we can wake up from the body-mind to the eternal mind of love itself, to pure consciousness now. The eternal now being heaven's gate, an ever clear slate to which we can consciously decide to align to, so to speak, by aligning to the present now, to the will of love, by deciding to focus our attention to the silent voice of love that gently sings songs of freedom, encouraging us now to wake up from the dream of I into itself, calling us to wake up to the Christ mind we never left, nor could ever leave us. I hope you enjoyed practicing lesson number 171. Please let me know if you have any questions, and see you tomorrow for lesson number 172. Have a wonderful day. Bye.